Have you ever noticed that despite everyone complaining about how expensive life has become, the roads are still packed with brand new luxury cars? It feels like everyone found a secret pile of cash, except you. But have you ever wondered what is actually happening behind those closed garage doors? The truth is terrifyingly simple. Right now, we are watching a record-breaking explosion of car repossessions. In fact, the repo man is busier today than he was during the 2008 financial crisis. So, are your neighbors actually getting richer? Or are we just watching a massive financial illusion right before it collapses? Science says the problem isn't actually the car, it's your brain. Evolutionary psychology explains that for thousands of years, having status meant you were safe and had resources. If you had status, you survived. If you didn't, you didn't. Today, your brain still works exactly the same way. It views a shiny, expensive vehicle as a literal survival signal. When you look at that car, your brain releases dopamine. This is a chemical that creates a feeling of intense pleasure and motivation. It makes you feel good right now. But here's the problem. Human brains are very bad at thinking about the future. We are biologically wired to value a reward today much more than we value our safety 10 years from now. So when you sign a loan paper, your brain feels the immediate reward of the status. It physically ignores the future pain of the payments. You aren't stupid. You are just fighting your own biology. But ask yourself, why do we think we can afford these cars? We think we can afford them because the car salesman asks one magic question. What do you want your monthly payment to be? We focus entirely on that single number. If the number fits in the monthly budget, our brain says yes. But is that really true affordability? The naked truth is that dealerships are manipulating that number by extending the time you have to pay. In the past, a car loan was 5 years. Today, 7-year loans are common, and now some lenders are offering terms of 144 months. That is 12 years. Think about that. You are signing a contract to pay for a car until 2037. You aren't buying a car, you are renting a depreciating asset for over a decade. The car will likely break down before you even finish paying for it. But what happens when you try to get out of that deal early? Most people get tired of their car after 3 or 4 years. They go back to the dealer to trade it in. But because the loan was so long, they haven't paid off the principal. They owe $20,000, but the car is only worth $15,000. So what happens? The dealer says, no problem. We will take that $5,000 you still owe and add it to your new loan. This is the trap. You are now paying for your new car plus the ghost of your old car. Data shows that 1 in 4 cars traded in right now are underwater like this. You are paying interest on debt for a vehicle you don't even own anymore. You aren't building equity, you are building a snowball of debt that gets bigger every time you sign a new contract. But what if everyone is wrong about the consequences? You might think, worst case scenario, they just take the car back, right? What you're missing is that repossession isn't just a guy with a tow truck anymore. It is a surveillance network. The truth is that companies are now using camera cars that drive around indiscriminately scanning license plates in parking lots, on streets, everywhere. They build a database of where you live, where you work, and where you visit. They don't need to knock on your door to find you. When you default, they simply look up your GPS coordinates in a massive private database. You haven't just lost a car, you have lost your privacy to a system designed to extract value from your mistakes. Now, take a deep breath. We need to be honest with ourselves. Does this sound like you? You work hard, you pay your bills, but you still feel a constant low-level anxiety about money. You look at your neighbor's driveway or your coworker's new SUV, and you feel a little pang of jealousy. You wonder, how are they doing it? What am I doing wrong? Here's the relief. You're not doing anything wrong. You're just playing a game where the rules have been quietly changed against you. We are living in a system where dealerships are no longer in the business of selling cars, they're in the business of selling debt. They have spent billions of dollars perfecting ways to confuse our biology and hide the true cost of ownership behind complex monthly payments. The reason you feel squeezed isn't because you are bad with money, it's because you are navigating a minefield designed to extract your wealth from you. Now that we know the game is rigged, we can stop blaming ourselves. Try this simple rule the next time you feel the itch to upgrade. First, ban the words monthly payment from your vocabulary. When a salesman asks what you want to pay monthly, politely refuse to answer. Instead, ask for the out-the-door price. This forces them to show you the real number, not the manipulated one. Second, try the title test. If you don't hold the physical piece of paper that says you own your current car, do not trade it in. Drive it until you pay it off completely. It's boring and it's not flashy, but it is the only way to stop that debt snowball from crushing you. We've seen that the road is often filled with cars that people don't actually own, paid for with loans they can't actually afford. So the next time you feel that pressure to upgrade, look at that shiny metal box and ask yourself, am I buying freedom to go where I want? Or am I just signing up to be a servant to a monthly payment for the next decade? Think about it. I'd love to hear your answer in the comments.